Greetings, viewers! I come before you today as a member and representative of Hattori Hanzo and the Ninjas, wherein I am known as Satori, the Soul Seer. We, Hattori Hanzo and the Ninjas, make our home in the city of Nagoya, which resides in modern-day Aichi Prefecture, the heart of Japan that is famous for its rich history and culture, delectable cuisine, and of course, samurai and ninja. When the time is right, we beckon you to cross the vast seas and come see this beautiful land with your very own eyes. But until that day, let us for now speak of ninjutsu. Today I will be speaking about ninja missions. Those of you who have done the kindness of watching previous videos will know that a ninja's most important mission is not close combat and assassination, but rather the gathering of information. One might call it spy work or espionage. Second on the list of a ninja's roles is counter-espionage and conspiracy. This may involve, for example, circulating false information within the enemy forces, or getting members of the enemy force to defect to your side and betray their master. And last on the list comes guerrilla warfare and direct sabotage. This includes things like assassination, setting fire to enemy camps and strongholds, stealing and destroying enemy supplies, etc. You get the idea. Just ninja things. All of these ninja missions can also be separately divided into either one of two different categories: in and yo. Now, if you don't speak Japanese, and even if you do speak Japanese, there's a good chance that you have not heard these words before. However, I'm willing to bet my bottom shuriken that you're all familiar with the Chinese concept of yin-yang, as we would pronounce it in English. In and yo are simply the Japanese translations of yin and yang, which together create the concept of balance. In, yes, in, not in, but in, or yin, represents things such as darkness, the moon, and nighttime, while yo, yes, yo, not you. It's not always about you! Forgive me, I jest. However, yo, or yang, represents concepts such as the sun, light, and daytime. Now, using these two principles of in and yo, yin and yang, we can divide all ninja missions into two categories. Any guesses as to how? Perhaps if I show you this list of concepts, you can take a guess. That's right, all missions carried out by male ninja are considered yo missions, while those carried out by female ninja, also known as kunoichi, are considered to be in missions. Alright, I jest. We like to have fun here in Nagoya. The fact of the matter is that all ninja missions are categorized as either in or yo, based on whether they are carried out covertly or overtly. These also generally correspond to night and day, seeing as how most covert operations are carried out at night, and most overt operations are carried out during the day. During yo, or open missions, a ninja must conceal the fact that he is a ninja, but is otherwise appearing out in the open before people, usually in the regular clothes of a commoner or under some other disguise. Many ninja missions are carried out in this way, and often consist of the espionage and counter-espionage that I mentioned earlier. Some common tasks include surveying the land and buildings within enemy territory so that you can draw pictures and maps, as well as talking with various people so that you can gather valuable information on the enemy's forces, such as their plans for the next battle, or the number of troops in a given unit. This information is of course much easier to obtain from within enemy territory, and therefore, extra preparations may be necessary. A ninja may, for example, disguise himself as a traveling merchant in order to gain access into the enemy's castle town, or he may obtain a position as an attendant to someone who lives or works within the area. It is best to establish a role within enemy territory preemptively during times of relative peace, because if you wait to carry out such activities until times of conflict, you are much more likely to be suspected by the enemy. A wise master may plant a ninja in someone else's territory, even before any sign of conflict arises. In doing so, the ninja can spend years establishing trust and connections within that territory. But if and when conflict does arise, the ninja becomes an invaluable source of information. He could even offer his ninjutsu services to the enemy, becoming a double agent who feeds false information to the enemy while transmitting details on the enemy to his true master. Sometimes, the tasks carried out during Yo missions are actually crucial preparations for In missions. During In, or covert missions, the ninja is actually trying to avoid being seen altogether. In these cases, he will wear the dark clothes and sneak about in a fashion that most people probably imagine when they hear the word ninja. These types of missions involve more direct sabotage, such as setting fire to the enemy stronghold from the inside, stealing or destroying supplies, assassinating important figures within the enemy forces, or confiscating documents that contain vital information. If you've already gained entrance to the enemy stronghold, then you're in good shape. But if not, then you may have to climb, dig, sneak, or break your way in. In which case, I recommend the handy-dandy kunai knife! Scaling castle walls, jumping from rooftop to rooftop, picking locks and sneaking in. These are the inside, not the inside, the inside of ninja missions. And of course, we must also be able to make a clean getaway, in case we happen to be found out. For these kinds of missions, we ninja train ourselves well to be able to jump, climb, run, hide, and sneak about. One might say that In missions are more physically demanding, while Yo missions require a greater understanding of psychology, communication, and deception. Now, it is of course possible and ideal for a ninja to train in both In and Yo disciplines, but it is not uncommon for a shinobi to specialize in one over the other. What do you think, dear viewers? If you were a ninja, what kind of mission would you prefer? Being out and about in broad daylight, concealing your identity and your intentions while interacting with people, or lurking about unseen in the darkness, silently sabotaging the enemy forces? Feel free to leave a comment down below to let us know what you think. Many thanks to you for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to follow Hattori Hanzo and the Ninjas on all of our social media platforms for more information and entertainment regarding ninjas. May we meet someday in the land of the rising sun. And with that, dear viewers, I bid you farewell. Doron!